Let's talk about adjustable rate mortgages. These have a bad name in the real estate industry. So today we're going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly about adjustable rate mortgages. So first, let's talk about the good. Adjustable rate mortgages, which are also referred to as ARMs, often will come with a lower initial interest rate compared to a fixed rate mortgage. So this is going to be very attractive to buyers, especially now that rates are above 7%. So if you plan to either sell the house before that rate's going to adjust, or you know you're going to refinance before your rate adjusts, then it can be a great product for you. Let's say you're going to do a 5-year ARM with a local credit union. If you know that you're not going to be in this house for 5 years, then an ARM is probably a good solution for you. Another advantage is that an ARM can offer flexibility. So again, if you're not planning on staying in the house a long time, an ARM may make financial sense for you. You get to enjoy the lower initial interest rate and then sell before any rate adjustments hit. Now, let's talk about the bad. The most obvious downside is the uncertainty of an adjustable rate mortgage. Your interest rate can increase, sometimes significantly, after the initial fixed period ends. So if you're not prepared for this, it could result in payment shock, where your monthly payment all of a sudden becomes unaffordable for you. And that brings us to the ugly of adjustable rate mortgages. ARMs got a bad reputation largely because of how they were used in the lead up to the 2008 financial crisis. Many people were approved for an adjustable rate mortgage without fully understanding the risks involved. What do I mean by that? Well, you have to remember, back before 2008 happened, if you had a pulse, you could get approved to buy a house. I did mortgages back then, so I'm very familiar with how all that worked. And so we were doing 100% financing for people who had credit scores down to a 560. If you've got a credit score of a 560, you've not really paid anybody on time. So you probably don't need to be buying a house, and you're probably not the most financially responsible person out there. The way the loans would be structured is we would do a 228 ARM for 80% of the purchase price. And then you would have a second mortgage that held the other 20%. And it was usually at like an 8.5% fixed rate amortized over 15 years or something. But the problem with the 228 loans is we told people after 2 years, your rate's going to go up. So you need to make sure that you make your mortgage payments on time and that you work on getting your credit built up so that in 2 years' time, before that rate adjusts, you're going to be eligible to refinance. Now, telling someone who has a 560 credit score that is like talking to the wall because they were not responsible. And so they did not work on building their credit. They did not get their mortgage payments paid on time. And then when an emergency happened, like the water heater broke or the HVAC wasn't working, they didn't have the funds to fix those types of problems. They had a renter mentality, and that doesn't work when you're a homeowner. So what happened was when those 228 ARMs came into the period where they were going to adjust the first time and their payment jumped, they couldn't make that payment anymore. So it led to foreclosures. And that was what caused the 2008 crash. Now, when I say a 228 ARM, that meant that the rate was fixed for the first 2 years. And then for the next 28, it could adjust. Now, there are caps on adjustable rate mortgages, so it's not like it can just continue to go up, up, and up. But that first increase on an ARM can be payment shocking if you're used to paying this lower amount. So why do ARMs still exist if they're risky? Because they're not risky for everyone. Let's say you got a job here and you know that it's only a temporary living situation. In 5 years' time, you know you're going to be moving. Then an ARM is a great idea for you. If you have bought and sold numerous homes and you understand how an adjustable rate mortgage works, it's a good decision for you. If you are looking to move up or down in the market that we're in right now, and you're not a first-time home buyer, then you might want to look at an adjustable rate mortgage product, because it could help you to get more home right now and keep your payments lower, since again, we have interest rates above 7%. So ARMs can be a good option for certain buyers in specific situations. They're not all bad. If you found this information helpful, please like the video, follow me for more helpful real estate tips. I'm Amy Shrader with RE/MAX Real Estate 10.